Tonight on the Maui Daily, federal disaster assistance is approved following Tropical Cyclone Lala. Maui County begins acquisition of West Maui water systems. Two major Kāʻanapali projects get the green light, and new questions emerge over money and influence in Maui's elections. Plus, a chance to score free Jazz and Blues Festival tickets. These stories and more right now. Aloha, welcome to the Maui Daily for Wednesday, August 26, 2026. I'm Chivo Ching Johnson. President Donald Trump has approved Hawaii's request for a federal emergency declaration following Tropical Cyclone Lala, authorizing assistance for Maui County, Hawaii County, and the city and county of Honolulu. FEMA can now provide direct federal assistance for emergency protective measures at a 75% federal cost share. Lala brought 20 to 40 inches of rain to some areas, damaging or destroying hundreds of homes, toppling trees, and washing out roads and bridges. State and county officials continue assessing the widespread damage to determine whether additional federal recovery assistance will be required. Representative Joe Tokuda and Councilmember Tamara Parton announced their opposition to USPS's recent proposal to permanently close Lahaina's downtown post office. USPS said on August 20th that it intends to close the 132 Papalaua Street station due to irreparable wildfire damage. The post office has been closed since the 2023 fires, with services moved to the Lahaina main office. USPS scheduled a 30-minute virtual community meeting for tomorrow, August 27th, to gather public comments. Tokuda and Parton say the meeting does not provide meaningful community engagement. They are calling for the closure plan to be halted and asking for in-person community meetings. They also want the downtown post office and direct home mail delivery restored. The summit area of Haleakalā National Park reopened yesterday, August 25th, after crews cleared roads, removed hazardous trees, and restored facilities. Both the Summit and Kipahulu districts are again open to visitors. Governor Josh Green has ordered U.S. and Hawaii flags lowered to half-staff through sunset September 1st in honor of country music legend and philanthropist Dolly Parton, who died yesterday, August 25th, at the age of 80. Following the 2023 wildfires, Parton joined Felix Cavalier to re-record My Hawaii, with proceeds benefiting Maui United Way's Fire Disaster Relief Fund. Her connection to Maui County also included the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, which was launched in 2005 and served communities on Molokai and Lānaʻi with free books for young children. Green said Parton gave the world hope, laughter, and the courage to dream bigger. A second Maui resident has pleaded not guilty to illegally voting as a non-U.S. citizen in what Civil Beat reports are Hawaii's first two such prosecutions in at least 40 years. Bernadette Akakū, 19, is accused of voting in the 2024 general election. According to court records, Akakū told investigators that she believed her lawful permanent resident status allowed her to vote. Maui County Clerk Moana Ludi said both defendants separately reported to her office that they were not citizens, prompting referrals to the FBI. Akakū's trial is set for October 20th, while the other defendant, Remedios Alasaas, is scheduled for trial in December. Both have pleaded not guilty. Political action committees poured significant amounts of money into Hawaii's primary elections, with Maui County races receiving more than $900,000, about half of all PAC and Super PAC spending, on neighbor island county races up until July 24th. Statewide, Civil Beat found 73% of PAC-backed candidates either won outright or advanced to November's general election. Labor and development-linked groups were among the biggest spenders on Maui, where several closely watched county council races remain undecided heading into the general election. The ACLU of Hawaii is urging the University of Hawaii to reconsider new campus rules, which it says could restrict students' First Amendment rights. The policy includes a 25-foot buffer around buildings and restrictions on chalking, sit-ins, encampments, distributing printed materials, and noise levels. The ACLU says the combined restrictions could discourage students from participating in protests and other protected expressions. In an August 21st letter to UH President Wendy Hensel, the organization called on the university to delay implementation and revise the policy before permanently adopting it. A new report is highlighting how competitive admission to Kamehameha schools already is, as the school defends its Native Hawaiian preference policy against a federal lawsuit. Between 2016 and 2022, admission was offered to between 13% to 19% of applicants each year, with the school receiving an annual average of about 5,300 applications. Kamehameha has more than doubled enrollment since 2000, but tens of thousands of Native Hawaiian children remain in Hawaii public schools. The latest lawsuit challenging the admissions preference has raised concerns among some Hawaiian families that eliminating the policy could make an already competitive process even harder for Native Hawaiian applicants. The Maui Planning Commission approved two major Kāʻanapali projects yesterday, Tuesday, August 25th, including a 5-home residential development on Keka'a Drive that had been deferred since June while commissioners sought additional information. The project was approved with conditions following lengthy debate over West Maui's water supply, with opponents arguing luxury development should not have to compete with Lahaina's rebuilding needs. The commission also approved renovations to the Outrigger Kāʻanapali Beach Resort that include additional public beach parking, 5 stalls available around the clock for Hawaiian cultural practitioners, as well as shoreline monitoring and other coastal management requirements. Yesterday, the Maui County Council voted 8-1 to authorize the county to acquire the Launiopoko and Oluwalu water system assets for up to $6 million. Council members also referred 2 closely watched bills regulating facial recognition technology and license plate reader data to the DRIP Committee following extensive testimony over privacy and surveillance concerns. In another action, the Council unanimously advanced a food and nutrition security plan and referred a proposed Lahaina Mill Street commercial project to the Maui Planning Commission. Final approval was also given to several budget measures, including $500,000 for watershed assessment and $390,000 for a rural health transformation program. On that note, let's take a look at the county update for the month of August.
Aloha mai kākou. Mayor Richard Bisson here with your August County of Maui update. Last month we reached an important milestone in strengthening Maui County's emergency preparedness with the blessing of our new state-of-the-art Emergency Operations Center. This facility equips our emergency managers and first responders with the technology, space, and coordination they need to better prepare for, respond to, and recover from emergencies. Emergency preparedness starts with all of us. To learn how you and your family can be ready, visit mauicounty.gov/ MEMA. We continue to make progress in wildfire recovery as well. More homeowners may now qualify for the county's Ho'okumuho reconstruction and reimbursement programs under expanded eligibility requirements, with applications open through December 31st. To learn more or see if you qualify, visit ho'okumuho.mauicounty.gov. The reopening of Front Street also marked an important milestone in Lahaina's recovery, welcoming residents and visitors back while supporting our commercial core as it continues to rebuild. We were also honored to welcome more than 100 former Lahaina residents home during Lahaina Homecoming, a meaningful reminder that recovery is about restoring community, connection, and hope. As our keiki return to school, I encourage everyone to slow down, stay alert, and leave a little extra time for your commute to help keep our students, crossing guards, and school communities safe. Students of all ages can also ride the fixed route Maui bus free with a valid student ID. For routes and schedules, visit mauicounty.gov/bus. I'm pleased to share that repairs to South Kihei Road following the March Kona low storm are ahead of schedule. Mahalo to our county crews, nearby businesses, and everyone who has shown patience while this important work was underway. For the latest updates, visit mauirecovers.org. As we mark the 3rd anniversary of the Maui wildfires, I know this time of year brings many emotions for our community. Through Kuhinia Maui, we came together to remember those we lost, support one another, and be reminded that healing is a journey we do not have to walk alone. Taking care of our mental health is just as important as taking care of our physical health. If you or someone you know needs support, the Hawaii Cares Crisis Helpline is available 24 hours a day at 1-800-753-6879. As always, thank you for your partnership and for the care you show our community each day. Together, we'll continue building a stronger Maui County for future generations. Ahui ho.
Maui County will launch a 6-month pilot program in September, providing fresh, locally grown food to 100 Kūpuna each week. The locally grown healthy food for Kūpuna program will distribute bags of supplemental food through Kaunoa Senior Services congregate dining locations across Maui. Kula-based Okoa Farms will supply seasonal produce and prepared items from its fields and other Maui farm partners. The pilot will be evaluated after 6 months for possible continuation or expansion. Maui Food Bank's The Mobile Market is back, bringing fresh produce, dairy, eggs, and protein directly to communities across Maui. The Pukalani Market is tomorrow, August 27th, from 10 a.m. until noon at 211 Hibelani Loop, and returns the last Thursday of every month. The Hoelo Market is held the last Tuesday of each month from 10 a.m. till noon at the Door of Faith. Other monthly markets also are offered in Kihei on the 3rd Tuesday, Hana on the 3rd Thursday, as well as designated Lahaina housing sites on the 2nd Wednesdays of each month. Remember that? No. Well, anyone needing food assistance can find the current distribution locations and exact dates through Maui Food Bank's website, or call 808-243-9500. Mālama Maui Nui's next Go Green recycling event in Lahaina is this Saturday, August 29th, from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. Now, it will be held at 300 Lahaina Luna Road. West Maui residents can dispose of eligible bulky recyclables for free, but appointments are required. So residents should check with Mālama Maui Nui for availability and to make an appointment before heading down with your bulky recyclable. And then September 3rd, the nonprofit hosts its free Talking Opala seminar on the art of trash from 5 to 6 p.m. at the Four Seasons Maui. After being postponed due to Tropical Cyclone Lala, La'akea Village's first ever Sunset Market has been rescheduled for this Friday, August 28th, with more than 20 local vendors to shop for locally made goods and a chance to meet La'akea's miniature horses. The free, alcohol-free, family-friendly event runs from 5 to 8 p.m. at 639 Baldwin Avenue in Paia. Proceeds support La'akea Village programs for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The Keokea Ho'olaulea returns Saturday, August 29th, bringing a full day of community activities to the Keokea Marketplace. From 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., the event features live music, local vendors, a kalo workshop, keiki activities, and the Homestead Farmers Market. Admission is a $5 donation, while keiki 18 and under get in for free. Before we go, it's time to let you know how you could score a pair of free tickets to the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival at the Ritz-Carlton Kapalua on September 5th. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Make a social media post mentioning the Jazz and Blues Festival and tag or mention Akakū. That's it. You can pick up your tickets here at Akakū at the Akakū Plaza, 333 Derry Road in Kahului. Here's a trailer for the Jazz and Blues Festival coming up soon in Kapalua.
Don't miss the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival, September 5th, at the breathtaking Ritz-Carlton Maui Kapalua Resort. Oceanfront with jazz, blues, Cajun, Zydeco, Grammy-winning musicians at one of Hawaii's premier festivals. A week-long celebration with events every day. Experience one of the world's greatest trumpet masters and living jazz legends, Eddie Henderson. Proclaimed as one of the best trombone and conch players on the planet, and from the Saturday Night Live band for 40 years, Steve Turre, jazz messenger and saxophone master, recognized with prestigious awards performing with some of the world's greatest musicians, Javon Jackson. And direct from Louisiana and the New Orleans Jazz Festival, Zydeco Cajun legend Sumpai Barnes, who has toured the world with Sting and Paul Simon and played for the Kansas City Chiefs, a true Louisiana treasure, and his Maui, Hawaii debut. And one of New Orleans' favorite bands, Joe Cabral and Doug Garrison of the Iguanas. And recognized as Chicago's Queen of the Blues, the award-winning guitarist and vocalist Joanna Connor will bring her smokin' blues to Maui for the first time. And from New Orleans Jazz Fest, Grammy winner saxophone extraordinaire Jason Mingledorff with his Maui debut. Experience live music all week long at the beautiful Ritz-Carlton Maui Kapalua in celebration of the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival 2026. Get your tickets now at MauiJazzandBluesFestival.com and get your Ritz-Carlton Maui Kapalua hotel reservations at 808-669-6200. Just mention the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival.
That's going to be a good show. And that's it for today's Maui Daily. Mahalo for joining us. This is how we stay connected. Remember to check us out on Akakū's YouTube channel and like all of our social media. I'm Chivo Ching Johnson. Please put down your phone and drive carefully. Have a wonderful Wednesday night, and of course, keep smiling. Aloha.